There was a man named Robert Murray McShane. He was a 19th century minister, very famous minister, godly man. And he said, when you go to pray, as you pray, you should always pray as if Jesus were standing right next to you. Because he is. He's always right there, right there. So let me tell you one more story about the omnipresence of God. There was a man who was an atheist. That means, boys and girls, someone who didn't believe in God at all. He was dying, and he had a little grandchild, maybe 8 years old, who came to visit him. She loved the Lord. She was a God-fearing child. And she had begun to read, but couldn't read too well yet. She was probably 6 or 7 years old now that I think about it. And the grandfather had a sign above his bed that said, God is nowhere. And that man, this is so sad, that atheist, he wanted to convince that girl that there was no God. So he said, can you read the sign above my head? And the girl looked and she said, God is now here. Instead of nowhere, she put the W at the end of the no. God is now here. And when the man heard that, the Holy Spirit used that to convert that man, and Grandpa got converted. God is now here. You see, if you really understood that God is now here, your whole life would change. Your whole life would change. And so once you realize that God is everywhere and your life changes, well, then you see God's omnipresence becomes very precious to you, because you never have to go anywhere alone.